dress, right? I mean, we've got to talk about the dress. We've been kind of teasing you with it throughout this entire show, but this is Nikki by Nikki Poulos. And you've heard me rave about Nikki. She's one of my hands down favorite designers. She created, and she creates all of her own prints. So these are not gonna be the kinds of things that you see in every store. You're like, oh, I've got a dress very similar to all 14 of those in every store in the mall. No, Nikki does her own prints. And this is this beautiful Chiffon Yoryu Maxi dress. And it comes in your choice of turquoise. Look at how beautiful, and look at all of the color variation that you have in there. So this is gonna be turquoise. This one is called pink. And this is all, and not only are they different colors, they're completely different prints. So whereas the turquoise was more of like a watercolor design, this is coral. This is all beautiful shades of pink coral. So you've got pinks, lighter pinks, deeper pinks, a little bit more violet, a little bit of blue, really beautiful there. So that's gonna be called pink. And this one we're calling navy. And this one is gonna be where you've got like a background print you know, going through, it's like a very tonal background print, but as you get to the bottom third of the dress, that's where you've got sort of that under the sea kind of look. Do you see that? How pretty is that? So this is called a placement print, which means that on the fabric had to be rolled out in such a way that the print was only along the bottom. And for that reason, these are the kinds of dresses that usually cost a lot more because you can't just roll out the fabric and cut it anywhere and start sewing. It's gotta be rolled out to a specific placement for the right size, the right length and everything. And then, and only then, is it all put together. So really interesting and different. And that's what makes Nikki's dresses and Nikki's prints and her designs so eye-catching and so iconic. It's that they're just very unique. Now these are extra small to 3X. It is approximately 56.5 inches from the top of the shoulder all the way down to the bottom of the dress. Now, if you are shorter, I will tell you, you will need to wear like a shoe, like what you see Jen wearing, because Nikki does do a full maxi dress. So you're not, and you know, Jen is a nice height, and so she you know, not overly tall, but so that the dress didn't drag the floor, she's got on a higher shoe. If you are, let's say about 5'4" or shorter, you will wanna wear a thicker, you know, bottom sole shoe, like the sandal that she's wearing. But it doesn't mean you can't wear the dress. This is beautiful. This is, let me show you some of the details. Nikki loves to do a crossover. And she always loves to do like a faux wrap kind of look, which is what this is. It's faux wrap in that it's already crisscrossed, it's already wrapped for you. There's nothing you have to tie, there's nothing you have to do. You put it on and it gives you full coverage. Fully lined on the bottom, on the bodice, the top, as well as on the bottom of the skirt portion of it. Fully lined. But this lining is very lightweight. So it's not gonna be heavy, it's not gonna be uncomfortable. And this lining is not that cheesy, you know what I mean, that lining, sometimes it feels like paper, and you're thinking, why in the world would anybody put that lining there? Nikki does a beautiful lining to go along with the beautiful fabrics so that she's got flow. You've got flow in the dresses that you're wearing with Nikki. You also have that crocheted look going along just underneath the bust line, which just gives you a lot of shape and interest. And you've got it along the front as well as the back of the dress. You even have it along the V neckline, that crossover V neckline there on all of the dresses. So the navy is the one that you see there on Jen. The turquoise is the one that I was demonstrating with you just a second ago. And then this one is your pink. So if you like the corals, if you like just, it's based in white. You've got, this is the navy colored crochet, and then of course here just underneath the bust line, navy and hot pink crochet. But then the rest of the dress, this white background, all of this vibrant coral color, it's very vacation. It's very, even if you're not going on an actual vacation, but you kind of want to look like you did, because, you know, vacations can be very expensive, and, you know, you might want to go someplace that is just kind of out of reach right now. Understood. But it doesn't mean you can't look like you did, or it doesn't mean you can't, you know, have that feeling, that vacation or that staycation feeling every single day when you're wearing one of these dresses, no matter which one you're choosing, pink, turquoise, or navy. They're all great and they're all completely different. And one of my favorite things is that Nikki does her own prints, which means that you're not gonna see this print everywhere. And that's important to me. So, and I know that it's important to a lot of you as well. If you want either of these, particularly the navy, a lot of you are going for that navy because of that really cool kind of under the sea print.